Little Richard is scheduled to be here, and if you think I'm vamping right now, it's because I am vamping. He is missing. We don't know where he is. He's out there somewhere. We talked to his publicist 3 times today. He promised that Little Richard will be here, and we are looking forward to seeing Little Richard this afternoon. If we don't see him in the meantime, tell you what, we'll just open up the phones to all comers, much the way we will between 5 and 7 this afternoon, because we did not actually plan to have something else here, and we don't have any confirmation on whether Little Richard will be coming or when. And you don't want to listen to me vamp this afternoon, do you? So let's do it. L.A. and the Valleys, 5201 KFI. From the 213 or the 818 area codes, 5201 KFI. Or call us toll-free from Orange County or the Inland Empire. The number 1-800-553-4640. If you're in the 714 area code, 619 or 805, you call 1-800-553-4640. We'll pay for your telephone call and put you on the air. Isn't that true, though? The more well-known they are, it's like inversely proportional, right? The more well-known they are, the more late they are. Actually, it is proportional in this case, if you say it this way. The more well-known they are, the later they are. Is he here? He's downstairs. All right, we'll take a break here. We'll come back with Little Richard. See, I knew if I vamped long enough. See, now I filled up all the phone lines. If I had shut my mouth and just vamped for another 30 seconds, this wouldn't have happened. Okay, we'll meet Little Richard coming. 3:20, it's Tom Leykis live over KFI AM 640, Friday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. And race into the studio at breakneck speed. Here he is, Little Richard. How you doing?
Oh, I am. Oh, my God. Woo-wee. I'm just so glad to be here. I'm glad to be anywhere.
We're glad you're here.
You know, when I heard you talking, says, he hasn't got it yet, I said, Lord, please help me get there. And I was sitting in the back of the limo just resting. I want to talk to the people. I said, I got to get to KFI because there's no station like this in Los Angeles, nowhere.
Oh.
I said, I can't be able to do this nowhere but here. I said, please let me get there because this is the station.
Oh, man. Thanks for coming down today. Good to see you.
I'm glad to be here.
You look so good.
Oh, I feel good. But the steps got me. Coming up the steps, I said, I'm not in shape. I got to participate so I can rate.
What are you doing in L.A.? You're doing some concerts.
Oh, right? Yes. June the 8th, I will be at the Greek Theater. One night only. It's a rare performance. In fact, it's my only performance in the area. And I'm coming home for the first time in many years. Everybody that liked Tutti Frutti Long Toss, Sally Good Golly, Miss Molly, Rip It Up Ready Teddy, She's Got It, The Girl Can't Help It, and all those hits, you got to come to see me because this is once in a lifetime, you know.
You don't make these performances that often anymore?
No.
Why not?
This is my first time in 20 years.
That's unbelievable. In L.A., you haven't performed 20 years?
That's right.
That's amazing.
Yes.
But you're still out there. You're still kicking.
Yes. I'm still on television. I'm still doing commercials. I'm still making movies. But I haven't done any personal appearance in Los Angeles. Now, I played Sweden. I played Toronto. We had 45,000 people there to hear me on my opening night. I played Tampa, Florida. I've been in other places, but I haven't done Los Angeles.
That's really exciting.
Yes.
Now, let's talk a bit about rock and roll and how this whole thing, I mean, you were there when it all started.
Oh, yes, I was right there sitting at the table. I tell you, you know I'm able. Before I started, I never heard no rock and roll before. You know, before me, it was hogs and chicken and 2 or 3 cows. But I never heard no rock and roll till I started. You know, really be truthful, when I started, I heard Elmo James, Sonny Boy Williamson, Little Walter, what's the name of this people? Ruth Brown, and singers like that. And, you know, because rock and roll truly, I don't know why people try to make it some other type of thing. It's really a rhythm and blues, up-tempo. Mm-hmm. With twanging guitars and banging pianos. You understand me? But I'm the first one to start the banging on that piano and screaming, woo! Wasn't nobody doing that.
Where did you get the idea to do that?
Claire Ward singers, the gospel singer. They be singing gospel, and you be in the Pentecostal churches, and they could be running down the aisle, and they're like, woo! And I said, oh, God, woo! I had to do it, too. I screamed like a white lady.
Unbelievable.
White lady said, woo! Black lady, woo!
Now, you look incredible. I mean, you amaze me. I just can't believe you've been at it this long.
I've been doing it 49 years almost.
49 years.
Close to 49 years.
That is amazing. Yes. Is that why you're so young? You look at young, you act young, you keep up this schedule. How do you do it?
Oh boy. When I came up those steps just now, I'm so glad I didn't have to sing Tutti Frutti. I would have had to wait.
Boy, I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
Yes.
And here you are now. And you were kind of, I guess, rediscovered so many times. And
Yes.
you've always been out there. You never stopped working.
Never stopped. But I tell you what, it's, to work, to play the piano. Ooh. I didn't know that. They tricked me.
Oh, look, it worked.
Alan, give me another instrument. That one don't sound.
That's wild.
My
That is
God,
wild.
I tell you, what is that?
This is a synthesizer. They bought it for some other show we have here.
Oh, they did.
Now
Alan,
it's here at the station.
Punch something else, Alan.
Look at this.
Alan know what to punch, and if he don't, I'm gonna bop him.
That we have in the grand piano mode now. There's one of those synthesizers.
Oh yes.
That you can.
Oh yes. I play this on the stage. Sound like them old Dixieland pianos. Sound like the piano Fats Domino's got at his house. Good golly, Miss Mama, sure like the bone. Woo, Miss Mama, sure like the bone. It got it.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Oh yes, it's got that thing.
Now let's talk about some of the other people
Oh, yes.
who you think were influenced by you, because it's just about everybody.
I love you for saying that.
It's true.
It's the truth. I believe in telling them the truth. I don't tell them but the truth. When I can't tell the truth, I call Alan. He lies for me. Alan Foster, the biggest liar in Los Angeles.
Do you think you got the proper credit for starting all this
Let me
stuff?
clear this. I was just jiving. Alan Foster is one of the nicest people I've ever met. Now, your question.
Do you get the proper credit, you think, for everything you did?
I think that I'm getting it now. I never thought that I would have a star on Hollywood Boulevard. I have one now. I never had a star on my dressing room, though, until now. I never knew that I would be placed in Wax. I'm in Wax 9, Madame Tussauds in London. They just named a street after me in my hometown, Little Richards Boulevard. I think longevity that God has permitted me to have has got the award for me, to let me experience the award and see the award for myself. I think that people now are calling me the originator, the architect of rock and roll, which I really am. I'm not trying to deny or deprive nobody of nothing. It's the truth. I'm the one that started wearing the long hair and the makeup and the not that I needed it, but I wore it. I'm the one that started throwing the legs on top of the piano and screaming and hollering and rocking. Before I did it, everybody was afraid. It was taboo. They was afraid somebody going to say they was gay. But I know what I am, so it don't bother me. As long as you pay the rent and you got consent. You know what I mean.
Of course.
I am content.
Now,
I'm on the road.
What about music now, though? Do you listen to music now?
Yes.
Who do you listen to?
I love Michael Jackson. I like the new singer, Geraldo. Is this his name?
Oh, Gerardo?
Geraldo.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. I think he's fantastic. I love Janet Jackson. I love Madonna because she reminds me of myself when I was younger. She's daring. You say, I dare. You say, I will. That's what I say, too. Take it off. I say, I do. I like her. I like Prince. And in the rap music, I like MC Hammer. I like Big Daddy King. I like LL Cool J. I like Fresh Prince. I like everybody.
Boy, you like a lot of people.
Yes, I think that if you can't make a change, it's a shame. You know, because time, you have to change. If you can't make the transition, then you don't stay in the competition.
We're talking to Little Richard this afternoon. Let's give out the phone numbers because the phones are already lit up. Look at this. Everybody wants to talk to you today. L.A. and the Valleys. You call us at 5201-KFI. From the 213 or the 818 area code, you just dial 5201-KFI. Or you can call us toll-free from Orange County or the Inland Empire, 1-800-553-4640. In the 714 area code, 619 or 805. Just call 1-800-553-4640. We'll pay for your telephone call and put you on the air. Seriously, where do you get all this energy? You're not eating those tacos at Taco Bell. Is it? Come on.
Oh, let's run for the border. I like mix and melt. Chicken tostadas. Chicken tacos, too. I love them. You know, I want all the Mexican people to come out to hear me, too, June the 8th at the Greek Theater. You know, I love you all. I love the Hispanics. I love people, period. And you all coming out there because you love my music. And I know you do. Get up and come on out there and hear me.
All
I'm
right.
going to play the piano for you, and we're going to knock the... We're going to have a good time.
All right, Little Richard. We'll continue with Little Richard. Your telephone calls. Look at those phones.
Oh, boy.
Unbelievable. We'll continue. It's Tom Leykis at 3:30 with Little Richard here on KFI AM 640. And now, Leykis, this is KFI AM 640. We are here with you live Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 in the afternoon as you head home. We're here with Little Richard this afternoon. And we're having fun today. Look at those phones, boy. I tell you, those phones were lit before I give out the number.
Oh, I love that.
They all want to talk to you.
Oh, I want to talk to them, too.
Let's say hi to Emily in Redlands. First time caller to KFI. Say hi to Little Richard.
Hi, Little Richard.
Hi, Emily.
I'm thrilled to talk to you.
How you doing?
I'm great. Listen, I'm from Macon, Georgia.
You from my hometown?
Yes.
That's Bibb County.
Yes.
That's they just named the street after me there over by Mercer University.
I know they did. My house is near there when I go back there to visit, and I just went for a walk on it.
Yeah? Oh, Emily, God bless your spirit, baby.
Listen, I'm sick. You're performing in June, and I'm out of town for the whole month.
Oh,
when are you going to perform again?
Oh, well, I'll do it again some other place, Emily, so you can see me. You from Macon. You got to see me, Emily.
Listen, one of my life goals has been to meet you.
Well, you got to listen here. We're going to be knocking them down, picking them up, and pulling it out, Emily. You got to meet me, darling.
I've seen you perform. I've seen you perform in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yes. We was knocking them to their knees. They was hollering, please. Knocking them to the ground. They was making a lot of sound.
Emily. An outfit that had little mirrors.
Yeah.
All over
yes, my suit was made out of glass.
Yeah.
I remember that I got cut.
No, that's too bad. It was incredible.
Wait a minute. You had a suit made out of glass?
I had a suit made out of glass.
What do you wear underneath it?
Little Richard, where can somebody write to you?
Well, you write to me at... Wait a minute. Everybody's listening.
I want to send you a fan letter.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Well, you can just write to...
Tell you what, she could send it here. We could send it to you if you want.
Give him your address here.
Okay, you want to write to him here?
I'll do that.
Do that.
Because we have his publicist's name. We'll just forward it right over to her, and she'll send it to him.
That's right.
Well, maybe one day I'll get to meet you.
And Emily, I'm going to hug your neck tight. I'm going to treat you right. It's going to be out of sight.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful. You're fabulous. You're the best.
Thank you. God bless you, baby.
You too.
Wow, wow, woo-woo.
Thanks, Emily. Here's Valerie, first-time caller from Los Angeles at KFI for Little Richard. Hi.
Hello, where's Little Richard?
Here I am.
Oh, my heavens.
How you doing, baby?
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to shine your star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Ooh, I love that.
You're the best in the world.
God bless you.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's so good to hear your voice.
Pardon me?
It's so good to hear your voice.
Yeah, you've been my hero forever.
Oh, baby, I love that.
My favorite thing was when you said, Prince, I was wearing purple before you were born.
Let me say it again. Prince, I was wearing purple before you was born.
And he's wearing purple today.
Oh, sure do. I got on purple today. The Lakers color.
There you go.
I'm coming to see you at the Greek
Please,
Theater.
that's June 8th, one night only.
I'll be there.
And I love you.
I love you too. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, Valerie. Here's Martika, first-time caller from Torrance on KFI. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Say hi to Little Richard.
Hi, Little Richard.
Hi, Montica. I love that name, Montica.
Oh, thank
I thought
you.
about Montego Bay. Montica.
It's Martika,
Martica.
and I'm Hispanic.
Hispanic? Oh, God bless you. You listening, you know you all right? You're my kind of people.
Oh,
I'm love
so
you.
Excited.
And you got to come to hear me at the Greek Theater June the 8th.
Well, you know
and
what?
we're going to have a ball. We're going to do it all.
I got to tell you, my son works there.
Yes?
He's a parking attendant.
Oh,
And
boy.
Mom, there's nothing in the world that'll make me miss working there.
Oh, that's going to... Oh, that, we're going to have a good time. I'm going to make all these high notes. Woo! We're going to have a good time.
Oh, I know.
I just... Oh, make my big toe shoot up in my boot.
Everybody over here where I work, you know, the catering truck that drops by?
Yes.
They were talking about you this morning.
Yes?
Yeah, they're all excited about you coming into town.
What did they say about me?
Oh, man, they can hardly wait.
Ooh, I can't either. I'm in a hurry. I want to get a quickie.
Me?
Yeah, I said I want to in a hurry. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh, you say hi to Chris, okay?
Okay. I do that.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Martique. Here's Peter in San Diego on KFI 339. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Little Richard, it's an honor.
Hi, Tom.
You know, I had a root canal this morning at the dentist. I was sitting here laying back. I heard you come on. It was like a shot of electricity.
Oh, I love that.
You are the greatest. I
Thank
think
you.
Anybody who listens closely to the greatest music of the rock era hears your influence just all over the place.
Thank you,
I love the quality of your message. It's just really,
Thank you,
really
Tom.
beautiful. I wanted to ask you, somebody else who was there at the beginning when you were at the dawn of the rock era was Alan Freed.
Oh,
I
yes.
know you made at least one film with him. Could you maybe reminisce a little? And do you think he got a raw deal when he was singled out for the payola rap?
Yes, I think, you know, I did New York City for Alan Freed at the time. That's when Buddy was opening my show for me. Buddy Holly and Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent and Bill Haley. Alan Freed was a fantastic DJ. At the time, he was a young Jewish boy. He was real young back in that time. I think that he was one of the greatest DJs ever lived. I don't think that he's got the ratings that he should have gotten. I think that he should have been it's never been a DJ like him. You got to remember that he didn't care what color you was. He didn't care where you was from. If you had a good record, it was played. If you had a good record, you was on the top of the show. He don't care what color you was. If you rated the headline, you headline. Alan Freed, he stood his grounds. He was a great, great DJ, and I don't think there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever Alan Freed was kind of, it's nothing new under the sun. I can't point my fingers at nobody, and I won't point I'm not a pointer because I don't know what happened. But I say this, he was the greatest. There's never been one like him since, and won't be another one like him.
Fantastic. Thank you. Keep it up, Little Richard.
Thank you, baby.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Peter. Bye-bye now. We'll continue with Little Richard coming up 341. It's 19 before 4. Tom Leykis here at KFI AM 640. We're sitting here with Little Richard, one of the most legendary personalities of the last 50 years, and definitely the man in charge of rock and roll. He's the man who put it together, and everything else comes from right here. This man right here.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing. I am impressed that not many people I'd be impressed to be in their presence.
Yes.
I must say, I am impressed to be sitting here with you.
I love it. I just love it. I don't know what to say about it. Woohoo!
Let's take some more calls here. Here's Ron coming from Orange on KFI for Little Richard. Hello.
God, this is great hearing from you. You guys have so much energy. How do you keep it?
Oh, isn't it wonderful?
God, it's great.
I got it when I walked in and saw him sitting there. Something just happened. He was so full of it. I heard him talking before I got it. I said, I'm gonna have to join him and let him know that whatever he's doing, let me do it too. And it rubbed off on me.
Great. I know you were up early this morning. I heard you kind of on Mark and Brian over there.
Oh yeah, I was there this morning, and it was a lot of energy there this morning.
Yeah. Well, this is great. You know, I heard something this morning about you have a thing out, a new album out for children with AIDS.
Oh yes, for It's a Bitsy Spider for the Pediatric AIDS Foundation with me and Bruce Springsteen, Barbara Streisand, Paula Abdul, and Elton John, Paul McCartney, Debbie Gibson, Carole King, Bob Dylan, Brian Wilson, everybody. And we did this for the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. It's a new album called Our Children on Disney Records. And I would like to encourage people everywhere to go out and get the album because all the proceeds go to the AIDS Foundation, the Pediatric AIDS Foundation, to help these innocent bystanders, these little children that need help. We want to reach out our arms and spread our arms about them to let them know that somebody cares. Not only does God cares, but he has people here that cares for them and is willing to reach down to help them, that our ears are not too heavy to hear their cry. Our arms are not too short to reach down to help. And we just want to let them know that we are available, and they can get the album at any record store, any place, by Little Richard, Bruce Springsteen, Barbra Streisand, Paula Abdul, and many others. And my track is called, my cut is called Itsy Bitsy Spider. And that spider is crawling. Believe me, he's crawling.
I heard it this morning. That was very good.
Thank you very much.
Well, Tom, I love your show.
Thank you, Ron.
God, this is great. Okay.
Thank you, Ron.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Little Richard is here. Gar in Hollywood, you're on KFI. Hello.
Hi. First of all, I'd like to say hello to Mr. Tom Leykis. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, Gar.
Hey, Little Richard, yeah, I heard you on M&B this morning, man. You are a funny dude. I got a couple quick questions for you.
Thank you.
First of all, how do you relax, and when do you do it?
When Alan is around, it's hard to sleep. I usually rest late at night. Late at night, I rest. When Gregory Monette leaves, I rest. And so it gives me the energy to get a little relaxation. But, you know, I don't sleep much. As you get older, I don't think it takes much sleep for you.
Yeah,
because I wish I didn't ever have to go to sleep, because I think I'm missing some when I sleep. I like to stay awake. I like to peep and see what's going on. What's happening over there?
Hey.
Move around there. I like to know what's going on.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm a keyboard player myself. I'm a piano player.
You beat it?
Yeah, I draw a lot of influence from
Do you like to beat?
Huh?
You like to beat?
Oh, I am.
I'm talking about the piano.
Yeah, I am a piano player.
Yes. How long you been playing?
Since I was 6 years old.
Oh, boy, I'd like to hear you knock it out.
I'd love to hear you.
Ooh,
What I wanted to ask you was, live, you take a pretty balls-to-the-wall approach to playing rock and roll.
Oh, yes.
Nowadays, a lot of performers tend to be a little more computer-oriented.
Yes.
You know, synthetic. And
yes.
Where do you see rock and roll headed?
Right to the closet. I think if they don't get from some of those computers and start to really plan again, because we use the technique, we use the innovation, we lose the motivation that we have. You know, anytime you can just mash a button and put something on the machine, you know, you're not using nothing.
Absolutely.
You understand me? You learn how to work the computers and do this, but when you have to really manually play this thing, it's nothing like real drums.
Yeah.
It's nothing like a real bass. It's nothing like a real woman. It's nothing like a real anything. I don't like invitation. I'm a sensation. I like a real vibration.
I hear you, man.
I'm on a roll.
I hear you. I'll have to say, when I hear you play, man, I get rock on hard.
Yes,
so.
and you know, the truth is, it's nothing like true rock and roll. You understand me? It's nothing like the real, and I'm not knocking or kicking or putting down nobody, because I love the music. When I hear the music, I love to hear it. But it's good when you can play it for real. It's nothing like having a real meal of fresh food, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Instead of getting it out the can, it's good to have it fresh sometimes, isn't it?
Absolutely. Bill Richard, what modern-day piano players do you really get into, and what do you look for in a musician, and are you auditioning?
A modern-day piano player?
Yeah.
You don't hear many of them today, do you? You just said about the computers, you know, I have to go back to that. There's a lot of guys that I like. You know, I respect the new generation. I respect rap. I respect the new rock. I respect the new soul music. I respect, because I like to advance, and I think that technology will change. And if you don't make the transition, as I stated earlier, you're out of the competition. You know, and I think that you have to live and see the change. You understand me? Change must come. And I respect all of them, and I just want to keep up with what's happening. I don't want to be left out. But I know that what I did and what I'm doing is the foundation, and it won't be taken out of the building.
Absolutely. I think your arrogance is well-intended. I think it's deserved, and I'm glad that you're finally getting the recognition.
And we're going to look for you June the 8th at the Greek Theater, my one night only. They hear me.
I'll be there.
And I love you.
I love you, too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks for the call, Gar. Bye-bye now. Here's John in Riverside on KFI with Little Richard at 3:52. Hello.
Good afternoon, Tom.
Hi.
And Little Richard.
Hi, John.
Glad to see you're still with it.
Yes.
I had a quick question for you, sir.
Okay.
Or two real quick ones.
Okay.
When you came out with your first couple albums, Little Richard and Here's Little Richard in 58, I think it was, did you get a pretty good shake on your royalties from Special Records, or did you wind up, like a lot of artists of the day, kind of giving it all to everybody else?
Well, when I first started out, I sent a recording to a tape to Specialty Records that I made in WBML radio station in the lobby. Of course, there wasn't no studios. And it was a terrible tape. I sent it to Special, and they heard, woo, in my voice. What they liked was when I said, she's got it, woo, she's got it. They like the turns in my voice, and they said, that's kind of different. But when I recorded with them, and they put out this the album on me, I was so ready to be famous, I didn't even read the contract. You know, the contract, and at the time, didn't nobody show you what was what. You know, everything was in little fine print. Didn't nobody tell you, because all I wanted to be was a star. I knew that whatever it was better than where I was.
So in the door,
my mother,
right back out.
And my mother had all these children, 12 kids, and I wanted to get famous to help my mama take care of those kids. We were sleeping on the floor everywhere. And, my brother's pants have to be my pants. I was hoping he wouldn't tear them before they get to me. The hose was everywhere. I'm talking about holes in the pants. It was everywhere. But, God blessed. I stood the test, and now I'm out of the mess. I can let it rest.
One more quick one, if you don't mind.
Yes.
How do you feel, Pat Boone aside, some of the cover versions that have been done to your stuff over the years?
This morning, when I did the Mark and Bryant show, I heard Elvis Presley's tunes that he done of me, he did a good job. I heard John Lennon Slipping and Sliding, which was great. He did a good job. I heard Otis Redding's tunes of me, which is good. I heard the Everly Brothers tunes of me. I heard Pat Boone's tune. I heard the Beatles. It's an honor for somebody to do your material. And I think we all love to see that. And it's an honor. I feel good when I see that somebody did my stuff and did a good job. When I hear Slipping down the Sliding, Peeping on the Hiding, and Tutti Frutti, when I hear that wop, babaloo, mop, lop, bam, boom, it makes me feel good to hear Long Tall Sally rip it up. Well, it's Saturday night, and I just got paid. Fooled by my money, don't try to save. That's a good feeling. I feel good about it, and I'm blessed.
Thank you, John, for the call.
Thank you, John.
We'll continue with Little Richard coming up here. You do that again.
Come out here on the floor, and let's rock some more. Come out here on the floor, and let's rock some more. Yeah. More, yeah. Woo!
We'll continue with Little Richard coming up here. I'm Tom Leykis. It's 4 o'clock at KFI Los Angeles. Continuing this afternoon with Little Richard. You can talk to Little Richard at 5201-KFI from L.A. and the Valleys, or toll-free 1-800-553-4640. Candy, first-time caller from Redlands. You're on KFI. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Say hi to Little Richard.
Hi, Richard.
How you doing, babe?
It's really an honor to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
I think you truly personify the essence of what rock and roll is really all about.
Thank you, baby. I really appreciate that so much.
I followed your career and your wild life.
I like that.
Ever since I was 6 years old, when my daddy brought me home, good golly, Miss Molly.
She sure liked the ball.
Yeah.
And balling back then meant dancing. But now you don't know what you're going to bounce home with.
I also got to see you preach at a church in Montclair back in the early 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great to see you do that. But I'm really glad to see you back in rock and roll again.
Yes. Well, we're really glad to sing rock and roll. It's what we're about. We have the gift, and the music is of joyful music. And we make people happy. We tell them to take the needle out of their veins so you can get some hope in their brains. And we try to show them the light that you can be happy and have a good time without killing, without rocks, without crack, and without smack, that you can do it. You understand me?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we try to show people, that you can have a good time and be happy without doing all those things, without killing people. You understand me?
Well, I just hope that you're taking real good care of yourself.
Oh,
You've been with us for a long, long time.
Oh, I want to be here, too. I got a lot more to tell the people. And thanks for calling here.
Bye.
Thank you, Candy. Bye-bye now. Mike in Hollywood, you're on KFI with Little Richard. Hi.
Little Richard. This is Mike, the parking attendant.
All right.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
You're the one at the Greek?
No, I'm the one next to the palace.
Oh,
what?
boy.
Mike's the parking attendant that got into trouble with Mike Tyson that time.
Oh, you're the one that Mike Tyson knocked out?
I'm the one. We have a mutual friend, Little Richard.
Who is it?
Aphrodite, the girl with the braids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does she need brake control or what, Little Richard?
I don't know.
We went to see her get your star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there, and it was a nice event.
Yes.
And
you talking about Beverly? Beverly?
Yeah, Beverly.
Beverly. You talking about Big Beverly?
Big Beverly.
Big Beverly.
With those braids.
With the big Dookie braids.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Little Richard.
Yes. And we love Beverly. She's a beautiful
sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
She's one of the greatest women I've ever met in my life.
Can she sing?
Oh yes, and she's a whole lot of lady. And she's just out of sight. She's all right. And don't forget, we at the Greek Theater June the 8th, one night only.
Well, I will be there parking cars.
And bring Beverly with you.
Oh, that'll sound good. I'll probably have to park cars or something.
Okay. Yeah, she can help. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ellen in Studio City, you're on KFI at 412. Hello.
Oh, hi, Tom. This is great.
Thank you.
This is just Little Richard.
Yes.
I remember when I was just a real little kid, I used to have to hide under the covers with a radio to listen to your music.
Oh, boy.
Because my parents didn't like rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, and they wanted you to throw it out.
Yeah, they wanted me to listen to classical music. Now I'm an opera lover, but I never forgot you.
Oh, thank you.
And my birthday's June 8th, and I can't think of a better way to spend it than to hear you. Are there any good tickets left?
Oh, yes, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. You know, it's a lot of tickets left. You know, and listen, and this, you know, I dedicate the whole show to you.
Oh.
And we even bring a cake on the stage and give to you. You know, and present it. Listen, we would sing Tutti Frutti Good God. Oh, listen, and we would even do some pretty music for you on the side.
No, your music is just great. It's never been, I wouldn't change a thing.
Thank you.
From whatever you do, the Itsy Bitsy Spider to the Girl Can't Help It,
yes.
Everything. It's an honor to talk to you. You're a great man, and I'll be there to see you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Richard.
God bless you.
You too.
Thanks, Ellen.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. Carol, first-time caller from Northridge. You're on KFI at 413 with Little Richard. Hello.
Good golly, I can't believe I got through. Little Richard.
How you doing? Good golly. Good golly, I'm glad you got through.
Little Richard, 34 years ago, I was 13 years old, and I got a poster from The Girl Can't Help It. And I had it hanging in my bedroom. My dad came in there one day, and he took the poster away, and he says, I can't wait until you grow up and can appreciate good music. You know what? You are still the greatest.
Thank you.
I love you.
And listen, you know, you make me happy. You make me feel good. You make me just want to stay in the neighborhood. And you just make me want to sing good songs and just, give it all.
You know what? You get back what you give out, and you give out the best. But hey, Little Richard.
Yes.
Listen, there are no good seats left.
It is not?
I called, no. They're out on the wing someplace by the parking lot.
Yes.
Can't you extend that concert to another day?
If they want me to, you know, I would be very glad to.
My sister and I got to go to see you, and we want good seats.
Okay, well, let me check it out.
Do it.
I'll do it, baby. And I love you.
Thank you for having the greatest guest on there. I love your show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Carol. You worked with Spike Lee on a commercial.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about that.
I'm the genie of the lamp. And I'm granting only one wish. $1 million tax problem. A new car I can't drive. I got it. A wop, babaloo, mop, lop, bam, boom. Look, Moms, I can fly. I like that, Gina. I am the greatest.
What was it like to work with Spike Lee?
He's a very little man, but a very powerful man. He's one of the most powerful people I've ever been around in my life. He's a director, and he's a protector, because he showed me things about doing the commercials. I've never done a commercial like that in my life. He was just fantastic. He was just out of sight. You know, he knows exactly what he's doing.
You like doing TV commercials?
I love doing them.
We've seen you in a lot of them now.
I love them. I hope everybody, if you're listening to me today, the legend car, I am a legend. I can advertise your car for you. I am a legend. I am a living legend, and I can say, listen, it's not a drive. You listen, you haven't rode good till you've been with the legend. And that's the truth, and I know what I'm talking about. No, I love doing commercials. I just, it's a blessing and a lesson. I've had a good time doing the commercials, and I'm just glad that I'm alive at this time to do the commercials.
And the movies, we saw you Down and Out in Beverly Hills. That was a great performance in that movie.
Good Night.
Yeah.
That was my name. And the dog bit me.
Yeah.
He thought my leg was a piece of black ham. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. That was a good movie. Ramon Hervey got that for me. And Ramon that's Vanessa Williams' husband. He's one of the greatest managing publicists ever lived, besides Gloria Boyce.
There you go. Let's talk a little bit, because of course, you had kind of dropped out for a while, and you were into preaching. How did that happen?
Well, my grandfather was a minister, and he was a Methodist minister in Macon, Georgia, where I'm from. My uncle was a Baptist preacher in Philadelphia. My cousin was a Pentecostal minister in Detroit. And I came from a household of ministers. I always felt that God was my secret judge. I always felt that God had taken care of my mother and all of these children in Macon, Georgia, when it was so terrible back at that time for a black person to exist. You had to have a garden in your backyard to eat, to have good food, because you didn't have no money. And I always wanted to do something. You know, I had read about Moses, Peter, Nicodemus, and all of the great patriarchs. And then I finally had been studying about how you're supposed to live, about the Sabbath, that Saturday was the true Sabbath. And I was wondering why the world didn't know about it. And why nobody never told the people that from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday was the Sabbath. And that it was the fourth commandment when God said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, the manservant, the maidservant. And then I read that the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. When I read that God wanted you to keep all 10 of the commandments, and the fourth commandment was a part of the 10, it's just as binding as honor thy father or thy mother, that your days may be longer upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. And I said, well, somebody somewhere need to go out and tell the world about it. Somebody need to go and let the people know that this truth is still in existence. And so what I did, I started going around telling people about it, about this and about eating the right foods. That we need to eat some good kosher food to be healthy. It was just, it's a part of my life, which it has nothing to do with my rock and roll. I still do Tutti Frutti and Long Tall Sally. Good golly, Miss Molly, rip it up and ready to tear it. I won't be preaching at the Greek. I'll be singing rock and roll. I'll be beating the piano like they never heard anybody beat some in their life. You understand? I'm going to be knocking it down to the ground. I'll be making a lot of sound. I'll be knocking them to the knees. They'll be hollering, please. We're going to have a good time there. And we're going to give everybody a free gift that come to hear me at the Greek. Everybody get a picture of me free that comes. Everybody gets a gift from me. They don't have to pay. It's no obligations at all. Everybody walk out of that door will get a free gift from me. We give them everywhere we go. And it's not just it's the greatest gift anybody could ever give you. And we're going to give everybody one, the black, the white, the red, brown, and the yellow, and you're going to be so appreciative of it. You're going to say, oh, Richard, I wish I had got this a long time ago, but I got it now, and I'm going to have a good time with it.
Little Richard is with us. We'll continue. It's 4:19. It's Tom Leykis live over KFI AM 640. We are here with Little Richard this afternoon and taking some phone calls. And let's talk some more here to Pete, first-time caller from Lake Arrowhead on KFI for Little Richard. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
Little Richard.
Hi, Pete. I like your water.
How y'all doing?
You have good water.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Listen, I'm down to my last quart of Forey's barbecue sauce bottled in Columbus, Georgia. And I want to trade that for an autographed picture.
Okay. You got a deal.
How can we do this?
What I do, I leave a picture here today. I have him now. I give him to him today, and I autograph. What's your name?
Pete.
P-E-T-E.
Can you make it for Lauren? It's for my daughter, and she's just starting to learn to play the piano.
I give both of you. I leave one for both of you.
All right.
And I give it to him, and here he's writing the names down now. Yep. And I leave 2 pictures here for him and two of my books here.
What a man.
Okay.
What a man.
I'd be very delighted to do that.
Hey, and I'm bringing the kids. Everybody's coming to see you, Richard.
Please do. And listen, we're going to make that piano talk and walk.
Hot damn.
And we're going to have a good time.
Sounds like fun.
Okay, Pete.
I'll be there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Pete. Bye-bye now. Patty in Paramount, you're on KFI with Little Richard. Hello.
Oh, hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Okay.
Little Richard, it's such an honor for me to talk to you.
Thank you.
You will never know how much pleasure you have given me. I still put your music. I have some of your 45s, believe it or not.
Oh, boy.
And I put them on, do my work.
They're priceless.
Oh,
you know,
are.
people are paying $100 and $200 for them.
Oh, let me tell you that. Well, I wouldn't sell mine.
Oh, please don't.
No way.
Please
and I
don't.
want to see the show, but you cannot get any good tickets.
Yes. Well, they told me today they had some good seats left. I talked to them this morning. When you call, talk to Clara.
Clara?
At the Greek, yes.
Okay.
And she can get them for you.
Okay. Would you leave me an autograph picture with Tom, too?
Yes, well, you write your name down. I'll leave one for you with him.
All right, Tom, you ask the producer what my name is, okay?
Okay,
so
I think we have it.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
One more thing.
Yes.
Little Richard.
Yes.
I love the way you're talking about the Ten Commandments, all that with Tom there.
Yes.
I think that's marvelous. Tom, bless you, honey, for not getting on to him for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Here we go to Tim, first-time caller from Big Bear on KFI with Little Richard. Hello.
Hi. Hey, Little Richard. How you doing?
Hi, Tim. How's it up in Big Bear?
It's wonderful.
Is it snowing?
No, that's all way gone.
Oh.
Hi to you too, Tom, I suppose. I just wanted to, I need you to settle a bet for me, Richard. You were the voice in All Dogs Go to Heaven, right? That gator?
Yes, I
knew it.
Yes.
They shouldn't have bet me.
You talking about the cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, yes.
I had a question for you. Some of us are just getting to know you now. I haven't really followed your career a lot, but I'm really getting into you now. And I'm wondering, how old were you and when did you start? How did you? What possessed you the first time you went out and started?
When I first started, I was 6 years going on. I was 5 going on 6.
Oh my God!
I used to stand up on a box.
And you jumped around like you're doing it.
And I was screaming and singing, and a lady named Ma Sweetie used to take me around to sing at the old folk home for old people. When I was a kid, me and my brother Marquette and my brother Bobby and a friend of ours named Bobby Moore, we was called the Tiny Tots Quartet. And that's when we first started. And we would go around from place to place, and I would be screaming and singing, and they said that something about that boy is different. He's not like everybody around here. Something is going to happen to him, and it did.
Well, it's good to see some things never change.
That's right. And if you get a chance, come to the Greek Theater June the 8th, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to make some good sounds, and you listen, you will enjoy being around.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tim. Bye-bye. James, first-time caller from Hawthorne. You're on KFI with Little Richard at 428.
Oh, my goodness. Is this Tom Leykis?
Yes, it is.
God bless you. I'd like to ask Richard a question.
Hi, James.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. We met half a dozen times, and I know you don't remember me because you met me in a record shop a couple of times. I want to ask you a couple of things about two of my relatives, and do you feel you've been properly recognized for your contributions to rock and roll?
I believe that I am now. I think that longevity have awarded that to me. I think that God has permitted me to be alive, and I think I'm receiving it now. I think that the world know my contribution of being the architect and the originator of rock and roll. I think that everybody understands now that I did start it, that I was the first one, and we're blessed. We just hope to stand the test.
Okay, can I ask you about a couple of my relatives?
Yes.
Okay, one of my relatives was on the Duke label in Houston, Texas. His name was Herman Jr. Parker. Did you ever have the pleasure of meeting him?
That's where I got in show business.
In Houston, Texas?
You mean from East? He's from East Memphis.
Well, yeah, he was out of Memphis, but the Duke label was in
Duke Records is Peacock Records. Don Roby from Houston.
Yes, sir.
I recorded for the same company. I recorded for RCA Victor first. But if you was black, you was put on Camden. But if you was white, you was placed on RCA Victor. I was on that before Elvis recorded. I was recorded for them in 1950. I recorded, but 1950. I recorded for Camden Records, which is RCA Victor. This was my first record called "Every Hour" and the Taxi Blues and "Gonna Get Rich Quick," which I didn't at the time. The record didn't happen for me like I thought it would. And then I became Junior Parker's vocalist. I would go on before him and open the show. He would come out with a harmonica after me, and he fired me because I dressed so loud. You know, I had on all this gold and stuff, and which he was right because, you know, he was a star of the show. Didn't nobody know me but my mama. And I would go on the stage and be kicking and leaping and jumping in the air and just screaming, and Junior Parker said, you can't do that on this show. But he was real nice to me, and Ernestine was his girlfriend in Memphis, a girl named Ernestine.
Yes, sir.
You know Ernestine?
Not personally, but I know because of my relatives.
And you know the Paradise Club in Memphis?
I know about that, and W.L. Cunningham's Blue Room in St. Louis.
Yes.
I'm only 38, but I have
you're your baby.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes,
I had another cousin who did some recordings, and he was lucky to get on RCA. His name was Sam Cooke. Did you ever talk with him?
Oh, he traveled with me right before he died. I did a tour with him in London, all through England, and he and I and Billy Preston. And we met Professor Alex Bradford overseas, and Brother Joe May. He was the Thunderbolt of the Middle West from St. Louis. And we was there with the Everly Brothers and Bo Diddley, and all of the singers. You ever heard of Professor Longhair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he had a unique style of playing piano. And Sam Cooke was the greatest. He was fantastic. Always will be in my book. You had some great cousins. And now they was innovators. Junior Walker is one of the first blues singers. He's a pioneer. Sam Cooke is a pioneer in switching from gospel to rhythm and soul music.
To rhythm and blues.
Yeah, rhythm and blues, soul music.
Can I ask you a couple more questions?
Yes.
Make it real quick here, James, because we're going to take a break here.
Yeah, James, we got to take a break fast. Give me a quickie.
Richard met me in a record shop in Compton, and he helped me out. I wanted to ask him a question about the real story behind Tutti Frutti. What was the real lyrics behind that?
Tutti Frutti, old Rudy got a gal named Sushi, know what to do, got a gal named Daisy, she almost drive me crazy, and a wop, babaloo, babalop, bam, boom, Tutti Frutti. Okay.
Thank you, James. We'll continue with Little Richard coming up. I'm Tom Leykis at 4:32. This is KFI AM 640 and 4:36, 24 now before 5 o'clock. It's Tom Leykis live over at KFI AM 640. Little Richard is here with us in studio. And what a day. Look at the phones. Everybody's excited. This man's wild. He is just wild. That is the best. That is great. That is great. This is a talk show. People are tuning in and saying, what's that guy doing playing the piano? Then I say, that's Little Richard over there, and they're going to be in shock. Let's take a call here. Orlando from West Covina. You're on KFI. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
How you doing?
I can't believe it. The first time I ever tried to get through and I made it.
You are talking to Little Richard.
Yeah, that's the only reason. No. Before we get started, let me say one thing to you. If Little Richard is the icon of rock and roll, then you got to be the Little Richard of talk show host.
Oh, man. Thank you. That's a real compliment. That's a real compliment. Because I got to tell you,
Tom from now on.
Let me tell you something. We have a lot of guests on this show, but there aren't a lot of them that you just get so excited to be sitting with in the same room. Little Richard, one of them.
Yeah.
One of the few.
Yeah, there's a few things I wanted to say to Little Richard, if I may.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why he's here.
Yeah, well, I've been following you. I'm about as old as you are almost. I'm 49.
Okay.
And I remember all your movies and all your songs, all the little 45s.
Okay.
And I don't even know if I have any left still.
Okay.
I used to have them. But I wanted to ask you, are you going to be going back into the recording studio pretty soon?
Oh, yes. We have It's a Bits of Spider just came out with me and Bruce Springsteen and Barbara Streisand. That's a new album called Our Children for the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. The album just been released in all the stores, and the proceeds go to the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. And you should hear that new record called It's a Bits of Spider. It's really something else.
Thank you, Orlando, for the call. You toured with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones.
Yes, right.
What was that like?
Well, when I first met the Beatles, Brian Epstein brought me to Liverpool. His dad owned a lot of record stores, and he wanted me to meet these guys. He wanted to make a picture with me. So we made the picture. I have the picture in my room right now. And they wanted to sing my songs on the show. I said, you can't sing my songs. They wanted to sing Good Golly Miss Molly, go in front of me and sing all of my records. I said, oh, no, you all can't do that. And so what I did, I taken them with me to Hamburg, Germany, and they opened my show for me. And then Mick Jagger opened the show for me. He did his first tour with me, too. He hadn't wasn't famous either. It was just called the Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm.
He and me, Bo Diddley was on the tour on my show, and the Everly Brothers. And it was a very, very good tour. It was just, being with them was really an experience. It was just these 4 young guys that young, and everything was really new to them, and it was very ambitious but very respectable guys. And they wanted to learn, they wanted to know about Elvis. They wanted to know about Chuck Berry. They wanted to know about Muddy Waters, Elmo James, Sonny Boy Williamson, and Howlin' Wolf, and Guitar Slim. And they wanted to know about all those people, And it was like a class in school. And it was really beautiful, and I enjoyed working with them. It was really a fantastic moment.
Little Richard is our guest. Yolanda in Moore Park. You're on KFI. Hello.
Tom?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm so excited.
Oh, great.
This is your best guest ever.
Ever?
Ever.
There you go.
And I want to talk to him.
Hello.
He's talking to you.
Hello. How you doing?
I want to tell you that I love you.
Thank you
and
so
you're
much.
the greatest.
Thank you.
And you make me so excited. I was driving home, and I heard your voice, and I had to pull over and call.
Oh, thank you. You make me want to hit the piano. Okay.
I love it.
Thank
I just want to tell you that I'm Latin, and you have a big group of people following you.
Thank you. Tell them about June the 8th at the Greek Theater. One night only, once in a lifetime, a rare performance, my first performance in 20 years, right here in Los Angeles, the Greek Theater, Saturday night, June the 8th. Tell all your friends about it.
I will.
And we love you, too.
Keep up the good work, and we will be there, okay?
Thank you, baby.
Bye. I love you.
Love you.
Thanks for the call. Bye-bye now. Tim, first-time caller for Reseda. You're on KFI with Little Richard.
Oh, I can't believe this. Am I talking to His Majesty the King there?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right.
I'm sitting up here on a telephone pole, and I had to call in. I was listening.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm working, but I wanted to just say, I think that you are the king.
Thank you.
I definitely believe that because
Thank you.
I think they all came after you.
Thank you.
You set the way.
Thank you.
And I was just curious. Is there any way I can get one of those pictures?
Oh, yes. We can leave one here with him and with my buddy here. And don't you forget June the 8th at the Greek Theater.
Where do I get the tickets?
At the Greek Theater.
Okay.
June the 8th at the Greek. Little Richard, one night only, the only appearance, first appearance in 20 years.
Oh,
and you would
I'm not
enjoy
gonna miss that for anything.
Thank
Great
you.
show, Tom.
Thank you, Tim.
All right.
Okay.
We'll continue in just a few more moments here with Little Richard. Stay tuned. 4:43:17 before 5. It's Tom Leykis live over KFI AM 640. Here we're here with Little Richard. We just heard this commercial reminded us of James Brown. He's out of jail now. He's going to be at the Wiltern Theater down the block soon. James Brown also had this kind of effect, though, on the music industry and on musicians, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Well, I was James Brown and I was young together in Georgia. He's from Georgia and I'm from Georgia. And we used to be together when we was teenagers. And we used to kind of, fight. We both wanted to be famous, and we wasn't, either one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of was rivals, at the time. Mm-hmm. He could really dance, and I couldn't, and he would stand on his one leg and show me and twist. But at the time, everybody did that dance. At the time, that dance was called the Susie Q. Mm-hmm. It was just like it was a dance like the dances of today. Everybody could do it. I mean, them kids, everybody was doing that. And then after everybody stopped doing it, he kept doing it, and it was called the James Brown dance now, which he was doing it better than other people,
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad for him now. We came along together, but he's bigger than he's been in a long time now. He's very popular right now.
Everybody's excited to see him coming up soon because he's been away for a while.
Yeah, well, everybody's so happy to see him out free,
Mm-hmm.
Because it was an unjust thing done to him, to give you that longer time from someone running, you don't even give you that much time when you steal a bank and kill the tank. You know, you know that don't rank.
Oh, that's
that makes you think. I tell you, and it'll take you to the brink. You know, but he did this, and I'm glad that he's free. You know, thank the Lord, he's free. God bless him.
Little Richard is our guest here. Here's Shelley, first-time caller from Chatsworth on KFI. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Shelley.
I'd like to just say he is the king of rock and roll.
Hi, Shelley.
I saw you at the New York Paramount at that Alan Freed show.
Yes.
And I have seen you in almost every live performance of all of those original rock and roll shows in New York.
Thank you.
And you got to put on another show. I have to be out of town on the 8th. And for me and everybody that can't make that show, you have to do it because you're the best live performer that I've ever seen on a stage anywhere.
Thank you so much. And, you know, we will do another one. And thank you so much for calling and tell everybody we will do another one.
Absolutely.
And God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Shelley.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wayne, first-time caller from the Valley. You're on KFI with Little Richard. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Good. Hey, Little Richard.
Hi, Wayne.
How are you?
All right. How you doing?
Yeah, I called because I've told people about this, and you know, I grew up in L.A., so I grew up in South Central. And I was about one of the only white kids around there at the time. But there was only 2 stations that played black music at the time, and that was Hunter Hancock, Old H.H.
Oh, and Margie, too?
And the other one was Dick Huggy Boy on Vernon and Central.
You remember he said Old H.H. and the Margie, she said Margie, too. You remember that? And Margie, too? Yeah.
Bringing you, let's see, Rhythm and Blues, Barrel House Boogie, and the Blues.
Yes.
And
that you talking about that boogie woogie with that? Okay.
That was it. But, one of the things was too, as I was watching TV, sometimes they was bringing out the history of rock and roll and stuff.
Yes.
And they begin to say how the black artists couldn't perform.
Yes.
Well, when we was going, the era I grew up in, we grew up with it. And we'd see all those other kids that it was just something new to them.
Yes, it was.
And then the time I saw they were promoting what was his name? The guy with the white shoes, Pat Boone.
Pat Boone, yes.
And they were promoting him, and they were trying to muscle him in and everything.
Yes.
And he did your version of Tutti Frutti.
Yes, he did.
And when I saw that, I mean, we were rolling on the floor. I mean, nothing against the guy.
No, he's a beautiful guy.
But I mean, he just didn't have it.
It wasn't his song I wrote. It was my song.
That's it. I hear you.
That's just like the suit was made for you,
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Here's Adam in L.A. on KFI with Little Richard at 4:52. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Adam. How you doing?
I'm really excited to talk to you.
Thank you, brother.
The energy in that studio right now is unbelievable.
Oh, yes, it's high.
Unbelievable.
Yes, high. Tom, it was like that with Tom when I walked in the room.
Is that right?
Yes, Tom had it going on, boy.
Oh, that's great. I just wanted, everybody kind of said what I wanted to say already. I just want it known throughout the land as far as this radio can reach.
Okay.
Who the true king of rock and roll is, and that's you, Little Richard.
Thank you so much.
I remember as a kid watching you on television with your foot up on the piano and tapping away. Even watching you on television amazed me as a kid, and I really feel honored that I'm talking to you.
Thank you so much. And if you get a chance, come to see us June the 8th at the Greek Theater. We want everybody everywhere out there in Radio Land. If you're free, come to the Greek Theater June 8th, once in a lifetime, Little Richard and his band. And listen, that's me. You would enjoy true rock and roll, so much energy. You're going to have it'll make your liver quiver and your bladder splatter, and it'll make your big toe shoot up in your boot. Listen, come out and see the show. June 8th, Little Richard at the Greek Theater, along with Alan Foster.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go out and get my tickets now. So
thank you.
I'll be sold out. If you're sold out, make sure you get a second show up there.
Thank you.
I really appreciate talking to you.
And God bless you, Adam.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Adam. Bye-bye. This has been so much fun to meet you today and to have you down here in the studio. Really just
Tom,
a pleasure.
And I hope you like your spot I did for you.
Now, Little Richard did me a telephone answering machine message not to be forgotten.
Thank you.
Now everyone's going to call my house to hear it.
Tom, it's been a joy, and I really appreciate being invited to come and welcome here, and it's been a delight. It's been one of the greatest evenings I've had in a long time. I just wish that this was in my house so I can just get up in the morning and come down here and just this will renew your life. It's been beautiful. I'll tell you something. And Tom, we want you to come June the 8th at the Greek Theater.
I'll be there.
And enjoy. We want everybody everywhere to come, all races, creeds, and colors. Black people, wherever you are, we want you to come to and witness true rock and roll. We know that you like soul, but come and hear some good rock and roll. You would have a good time. It'll be a day that you would never forget. That's June the 8th at the Greek Theater. One night only, one show only, with Little Richard, the originator.
Thank you, Little Richard.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll continue. Coming up, wide open telephone. Stay tuned. Tom Leykis at 4:54, 6 before 5 here at KFI AM 640.